Hello retro gamers! Welcome back to our playthrough of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 64. The 15th episode of this series so far. In the last episode we did the world tour of Hyrule, where we went from one place to the next to get the eye drops for Bigoron, so we could get the Bigoron sword, which does twice the amount of damage that the Master Sword does. So today, I've been putting it off for a little while, we are going to tackle the Water Temple. So this should be fun. So let's do it. Right, so we begin the episode at Lake Hylia, which is exactly where we need to be for the Water Temple. The worst thing about this is the amount of times you have to open up the inventory just to switch out the regular boots and the iron boots. So let's do this. Let's get it done. We will be using the 3 items I have at the moment. And we'll be doing... Okay, I was about to say, that would have been a horrible start. So yeah, easily the worst temple of the lots. Purely because of how much back and forth you have to do, as you're about to find out. Now, I will confess, I am not doing this all purely from memory. I have played through it 4 times in the last few days, and I have wrote down where everything needs to go, where everything needs to be, just so I don't get lost. Effectively writing my own walkthrough. So, let's go. Let's go do this. You can see the iron boots are so heavy he doesn't even walk at normal speeds. And it swims like I do, right to the bottom, like a rock. Right, so we start going down this way, which is the Eastern Passage. And our old friend. Yes, I am. I am everyone's bro. Oh, wait, what? Beyonce? We didn't agree to this. You've kind of been asleep for the last 7 years. Sorry. She gets about. It's the hero we all deserve. I can't see that happening. That is correct. We will be visiting all 3 of those several times throughout this temple. So, yeah, you go ahead. You're supposed to be a fish and a strong swimmer, and you just float like a plastic bag in the water. It's... Okay, like you do. Alright, so let's follow suit. Floating at about the same speed as someone that is an actual fish. And getting stuck. Right, so now we is at the top. Right, so when you see that, the Triforce on the wall, that is one of the 3 places that Ruto was talking about, where you can change the level of the water. And these things are annoying. Easy, but annoying. There we go. Nice easy start. Cool. We've barely even touched the temple, and we already have our first big chest. does make things a little bit easier. Smash out a quick Zelda's Lullaby solo. So yeah, the water goes all the way down to the bottom. Now we have no choice but to drop. Right, so you see 2 torches. Obviously we have no... I mean, I could use Din's fire and set the whole room on fire, but which is a waste of magic power. Oh yeah, just getting closer to the flame might be a good start, wouldn't it? Cool. So we've got some pots. Just what we needed. Awesome. These things are annoying. Easy, again, easy, but annoying. There's really only 2 creatures in this whole temple that are not simple. And that's the temple mini boss and the actual boss. Right, so that's the main room where we started. Here we are. Right. Pretty obvious what we have to do here. Go boom! While we're waiting for that, switch to the iron boots. Cool. And we drop down again. Just as easy as the last ones. And change the boots again. I did tell you I was going to be doing that a lot. Got a hell of a lot more times to do that, yep. Right. So there's the switch. Also those up again. We have the hook shot. Right. Bug somebody else. 2 ways to do this one if you remember. Cool. This room isn't exactly necessary. While we're here, why not? Anything else in here? No. Cool. And guess what we gotta do now? That's it, you guessed it. Iron boots back on. Sink to the bottom. Make our way to the end of the passage and then take the boots off again. Pretty sure he could have just put some rocks in his shoes. I'm sure that would have sufficed. Right, cool. Right, let's get rid of the bombs, don't need those right now. Head this way. As is the case with every temple as an adult, there's a few things to push and pull, which really does begin to get annoying. Push it to the drops. And then guess what? That's it, we put the iron boots back on. So we're gonna go here. float up this one? Yes, we can. I know there's a few we can only use the hook shot. Right, let's go. And what we've got to do? I cannot remember what we have to do. Yes, I do remember. So I had a bit of a brain fart moment there. Right, so that switch makes this water pillar come up. These water pillars get across. You don't have to kill the Tektite, but 9 times out of 10 they drop down and, you know, they're no threat. And this room is pretty much exactly the same. Except you have a bit of a whirlpool that kind of drags you around the room. Iron boots nullifies that. Sort of. If you can get up there. This is what we want to be landing on ideally. As expected, my accuracy is a little off. This is often the case. Right. We got there. So, we can do. No, we don't need to do that, not yet. And I messed it up again. This is effectively the body of a dragon. That switch is what we need before we can get into that room. So hit that. And we have a very, very strict time limit to get across. That's probably the best one to do. Annoying as hell. Literally no room, and this camera angle is not helping. Right. Struggled more than we should have there. Oh, come on. Why won't you die? There we go. Cool. Right, so remember, yes. Right, after that bit of a blip. Yeah, making progress again. 2 small keys. Best thing to do with this switch, because the time limit again is very limited, just bomb it. So while that's about to explode, we are practically at the gate. Just to speed things up a little bit. Easy as that. Right. So let's keep going. Again, a lot of back and forth. It does start to get really annoying. See? They just do the job for you. It's brilliant. Not quite got the range on that. Cool. Got the range on the bow and arrow though, haven't we? Awesome. Alright, back to the main room. Iron boots again. And take them off again. We're getting there. Yeah. Now we put them back on again, because this was one of the parts where I need to hook shot up. Right, so that should do it. Now we can take the boots off. first of our keys. Shut up there. And look what we found. Smash out another Zelda's Lullaby solo. Which raises the water level again. Not sure if you caught that. Where that block was a hidden little gap. So carefully drop down, avoiding the spikes. Just drop down there, despite nearly going on the spikes. Cool. Which takes us to a room with just a hit switch and 2 grates. First one opens and it's full of lovely stuff to murder. Change the cam before we change back. Don't turn your back on them. Always a good piece of advice I could offer. Right, cool. Where the hell did that come from? That must have been hiding. Right. God damn. Any hearts for me? I don't need arrows, dude. Alright, so take the boots off. Again. And then float up here. So we use the key to grab a key. Awesome. And guess what? Iron boots go back on. In case you missed the title of episode, it wasn't the last one, the one before, 13. Yep, episode was actually called "These Boots Aren't Made for Walking." Yeah, for wearing for several seconds to sink through the water and then take them off again. That's it. Alright, cool. So then that door closes again. I think that's what we need. Need hearts, that's what we need. Ah, yes, we're good. Wait for it, wait for it. I could have sworn there was a tech titan there last time. There was. My heart's good enough. Because I thought I was going mad. Which takes us right to the very top. Wait, hold up. No, didn't need that room. We needed that one. No, I went in the wrong direction. That's the one we need. Even with a walkthrough, I still get lost. You just can't help some people. Right, anyway, after that momentary blip. You can crack on. Right, so obviously that's not going to last long enough for us to run to hit it with soul. Let's hit it while we're there. See how quick that went down. Amazingly tight with the times. Right, so big chest number 2. This time we have the compass. So now I can't get lost. Doesn't mean I won't. This is me we're talking about. Right, so now we can move on. No, I don't like to back up there, you donut. Right. So, now the water's a little bit higher. Or it's the mid-level. There's never hearts in there, is there? No. Of course there isn't. Iron boots go back on. Back through here. This is the room where we see Princess Russo. So the water's lower than it was at first. So we'll just float up to the next level. In case you missed it on the way up before, there was a wall with a great big crack in it, which is an obvious sign. Using a Goron special crop means we can break stuff. Small chest, can only be one thing. Lovely. Can never have too many small keys as far as I'm concerned. Right. Moving on. Making good progress. As always, take off the iron boots. Float up to the top, or mid-level, whichever you want to call it. There's no point in hook shot in. Jump, and we skip under the block. It takes a special kind of special to do that. Really, dude. Full. Yeah, ain't worth it for half a heart. Right, now this is where we need to be. I mean, I could have done it before. Thinking about it, I probably should have. Switch a few bits around, but no biggie. It is not important. Door closes again. Another solo of Zelda's Lullaby. Cool. Now back in the main chamber. Wrong way. Ah, you missed. Use one of those keys we just picked up. Right, just look at the needle. Yes, it is. This part is all timing, and you don't have a lot of time. So now we have to wait for it to come back again. And get one step ahead. We have to come back here at some point for that little goldie. Come on. At least that red dot. Slightly before the red dot. I'm not fussed. You need to do this as quick as you can, otherwise you'll end up losing more ground in your game. Easy peasy. There's another locked door. So this room, it looks harder than it is. It's the ultimate back and forth puzzle. Hit the switch, make the statues and the platforms come up. Well, you can't get across to that one because you'll drop right in. So, hit it again. And the water level goes down. So you can just climb over the statue. Careful not to drop in the water, otherwise it's back to square one. Raise it again. We can't climb up to the top. Lower the water again. Come on, you can climb that. There we go. And for the last time, raise the water. Still got hit. Right. Those things will eat your shield, they will eat your tunic, and they'll probably gobble you up as well. Those things can't be invincible, it's not fair. Just hurry up and back, please. Thank you. What did we get from them? That's not bad. Awesome. Ah, so here we are. We are at the temple mini-boss. It's time to show off the Biggoron sword. Playing this as a kid was probably the hardest mini-boss of any of the temples. So it looks like there's no one here, or nothing here. Here. We have to fight ourselves. With the Master Sword, you'd have to do 5 or 6 hits before you get one. But with Biggoron's sword, because of the particular range and I assume because of the double damage, he has no chance. Jabbing with the left, and he dies. No reason to beat yourself up about it. As you see, it's all a mirage. It's just not an endless room with a tiny little island in the middle. So with the exception of the final battle, we will be using that sword for every boss fight. Just because of the double damage. We have the long shot. Twice as far as the hook shot, which is never a bad thing. Right, so big blue time block behind the chest. Get rid of that. And then, as always, occasionally jump down into a hole. Right. Yes. Don't get swallowed by the vortexes. It was not something I was planning on doing that either. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Right, so this bit. Okay, didn't even know the ledge was there. Hug the wall to the left until you go around the first corner. Because vortex there. As soon as you get past said vortex, hug the wall on the right. If you are going for all the Skull Toolers, we might as well grab it while we're here. Iron Boots. Time to dust off the long shot. Now, for about the 125th time, take off the Iron Boots. We've got 2 vortexes there. Swing as hard as you can. It's going to get caught there, to be fair. No, you're not going to get me this time. That was close though, I'm not going to lie. Oh, it's a fairy there. I've done with that. There we go. And we have, again, a time limit to get across. Cool. Sweet. And this takes us back to the room with the dragon head and body. Making good progress. A long shot can actually hit that from the other side of here. Other side of the here? What the hell am I talking about? Excuse me people, I cannot English today. Iron Boots again. Iron Boots off again. Cool, because water level's higher, we don't need to hook shot up. Just all the way at the top. I could have just left the Iron Boots on because we actually need to go down to the bottom floor. Come on. In your own time. It's not like there's a whole world that's on the brink of destruction. Right. And again. This is painful. Oh, I'm sure banging your head on the ceiling is rather painful as well. Right. God. Have a solo. We'll leap the faith back down again. Pointless, absolutely pointless. And the only reason we needed to lower the water was so we could get into the central pillar again. To raise it to the mid-level. Because you cannot use your ocarina underwater, because that would just be stupid. Wow. Just... wow. There were no words for how stupid that was just now. That was next level stupidity, wasn't it? Either way, while we're here, sure you have scratching in the background. Tortula. Cool. Right, so we're facing north. We need to be going south. Because we need to go to a room we haven't been to yet. And line it up. Nicely done. Long shot across. Any time left. Yeah, this bit is annoying, as I suppose was expected. Right. So obviously we cannot push that any further, and we can't pull it. We need to go back and do it again. No, wrong one. It's Ocarina the Eye open. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Right, so now we should be able to push that red block and get to where that chest is. It just drops in place. Perfect. Cool. That definitely helps. Awesome. Never have enough small keys. Shame you can't stock them up and use them in other dungeons. That would be just wishful thinking, that would. Oh. Leave. Wrong way. Drop down. Iron boots again. You were warned. I did tell you this was going to be a lot of infantry swapping. God damn it, I'm right. Let's come up here. Good figuring out how to get up here. That's the one. Here's what we needed. That's it. That's one of the keys. It's fairly easy. Vortex on the inside. Middle. Can. One boulders. Or, alternatively, no one can get it. But time is of the essence, so we will floating up. Easy. Simple as that. Oh yeah, this one's annoying. We had them in Jabu's belly. Long shot does come in handy for some creatures. All of them? I believe it is. Brilliant. Just use the Goron special crop. In case you don't know what that is, fake walls make a different sound to real walls. So, example, real walls and fake walls. One on both sides. These things are annoying. Sick. Bugger off. Not they do decent damage either, they're just pathetic. Still, we got them in the end. Push us all the way to the end. It's a U-shaped corridor. So it's a little bit of back and forth. Push it to the end, pull it as far as we can go to the other side, push it over the edge. It's probably a little bit easier, instead of pulling it as far as we can go, just to pull it a little bit. eventually get to the top. Water. Then finish it off from there. Should have enough of a gap to squeeze into to push it. Makes no difference. Either way works. Come on, dude. You've got this. That's it. Feel the burn. No pain, no gain. That's it. Home stretch. Nearly there. There we go. Whew. I'm tired as well now. My arms are aching. Let's up these. Oh, they're like stairs. Like stairs out of Minecraft. Oh, we're locked in again. Yes. This one's similar to that previous water pillar room, except you have 3 of them. You don't need all 3 of them. That does get annoying. All this damage, dude. Probably should have taken them out in the first place, to be fair. Either way. Right, so first one, the second one, and we can reach the platform on the third. From the second. Right. So again, iron boots. I'm sure you see it behind the small waterfall as well. Number 4. Awesome. Really? Come on, turn around. Come on. There we go. That's it. You're in a better place now. Seafood merchant. Here we have the last of the small keys for this dungeon. Ah, perfect. Oh, really? Why do you have to do that? Right. Cool. That will come in handy at some point. Just to enslave and imprison a fairy that was minding its own business. In case you didn't notice the bright chest in the middle of the room. That, my dear friends, is the boss key. Which means the end of this episode is near. And that dreaded water temple suddenly doesn't seem so dreaded. I struggled with this temple so much as a kid. Like, we're talking like hours, maybe, just trying to figure out where to go, what goes where, and who goes what. Yeah. Just absolute headaches. Still been nice and simple. Hasn't been too much of a struggle, surprisingly. Iron boots. Again. Really? I've never seen that before. Need iron boots to get up? No, we don't. One of those bloody spiky things there, though. Can we just sneak past without dying? Just about. Just a boot. Cool. Almost there. Not much more to do. Do we need that? On the spikes. Yep, yeah, that's funny. That's why I went that way. I amaze myself sometimes. Oh right, yeah, of course. Now I remember. We do need to go that way. No, we don't need to go that way. I'm meant to be going to the west passage and I'm going east. Damn. I'm not normally this stupid, I assure you. I do amaze myself sometimes. Right. Now we're almost there. Are you kidding me? Seriously? I said, you make your way down here, you were dead, man. That was so annoying. Yeah. Oh dear. Right. This is what we needed this corridor for. Raise the water level for the last time. That little platform in the background. That's what we need. Get out from under this platform, we can climb on top of it. Right. Sweet. That's got some decent range on it there. Didn't need it. Well, you got one in the bottle. Right, so this bit, the fun part. Just don't get hit. Perfect. Right, my retro gaming friends, it's boss time. Bro, look out! That isn't normal water over there. I know it isn't. Here we are. What are we dealing with? It's behind you. Amoeba. More fun. So we don't have to share the loot. It means there's more for me. Ah! Yeah, I'm gonna stop. Obviously. I'm sure you've already guessed, as you do with every dungeon. You use the new item that you get on the boss. Let's get close to it. There. So you keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. slap you with the bronze sword. Really? Can't do that again, I dare you. One or two more, and chalking that down as another win. Really? Wow! That's it. Next one's the last one. I'm not even going to go easy. He's getting a jump and attack. So that's the shot. Game over for you, dude. I didn't do the jump and attack. And that, my friends, is that. Yeah, like every other boss, it just dries up to nothing. Just a couple of drips. First things first, where's my heart container? I'm not going anywhere until I've got the heart container. There it is. Taking us up to 13 now. Almost invincible. We're going to jump into the giant blue rupee. You guessed who the sage of the water is yet? Princess Bruto. It wasn't really much of a surprise, was it? That interesting. I can't save the world with eternal love, but you do that. Just stay away from me, crazy lady. Yeah, we know she's alive. Boom. 4 out of 6 medallions. We are almost there, my friends. It's like the blue coin from Super Mario. We are getting there. 4 of the 6 sages have been freed. We are not making bad progress at all. So, there's one last thing before the end of the episode. It's not an essential item, but it does make our life a bit easier at times, at the expense of magic power. You filled up the lake. We know. Yeah, it looks good. We've done a good job. That's it. You back off. Hey, no Deku Nut disappearing act today. Taking advantage of the water being back then. Right, so this is what we needed to do. Well, not needed to do, but... shoot an arrow into the sun once you've done the water temple. For the fire arrows. No more having to stand behind a torch. Just to light stuff on the wall. It makes things a hell of a lot easier. So that's it, my retro gaming friends. That is the water temple cleared, the one that I have been dreading for a while. Still, we beat it. We're now up to 13 total hearts. We have 4 of the 6 medallions. And in the next episode, we will be doing the build-up for the next of the temples, which I believe is the Temple of Light. So stay tuned, stay safe, and peace out.